Like when they see me in the role, it's gonna be real. They feel like if Tupac's name is in it, it's gonna be a real movie. I'm gonna be real. No matter what, it's gonna be real, authentic. And I wanna be here for the longevity. You know, I wanna be, when it's over, I want it to be more than just for the beats and the bass lines. I want it to be for something. I want to stand for something, you know. I don't want to be just a regular statistic, you know what I'm saying? I want to break the mold. So while everybody's saying how they can't do it, I want to do it. And then when I do it, watch everybody do it. Then I go back to thugging fully again, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm listening to what everybody's saying, what it seems like the whole country is saying. Everybody is losing people. Everybody's at the cemetery. You know what I'm saying? That's where you can do your best business. So I want to see what I could do to change it. And if I can't, and if it don't work, then, you know, I'll go another route. But this is just one. I wanted to be a gangster. I'm a thug, but I'm a nice person. I'm a thug by survival. I have to be to survive, not because I want to be. I don't want to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want to survive. I want to make money. I want to be in business. I want to do it. But what's honest about the world is that no one's going to let me do that. So that's where the thug comes in. But if everybody just left me alone, I'll be a nice person. I thought I was necessarily the best rapper, the best nuts, and I think I'm the realest guy out there. I do think that. I think I own that. If I could patent being real, I think I own that. Because I think being real is just being true. I'm the that'll wear a suit when everybody else got on khaki. You know what I mean? I'll be bald-headed when everybody wear braids. I'll wear braids when they all bald-headed. You know what I mean? It's like, man, it's just being real. I don't have no insecurity. I do, but I take my insecurities and show everybody. You know, like my mom and my life, me being little, I just be harder. You know what I mean? Be fearless. And whatever happens, happens. And that's why I take these big times.
Today marks 29 years since the death of Tupac, man. Rest in peace to Tupac. I'm just doing a little tribute on how real this man was, how a lot of people couldn't take him. And it's not on no negativity. It's just the facts. It's just the person he was. He was so real. And today we will never get that. It's a lot of rappers these days, not even half the amount. And I hate the fact that they put other rappers compared to him. Everybody is their own man. I hate when they compare people like King Von, DMX, Ja Rule, etc., 50 Cent. Y'all stop doing that, man. Tupac was his own man. You'll never get that, ever. And this video is just showing the people in the back that try to tarnish his name like he wasn't an authentic man for the people. He spoke for the kids, even if you weren't even from the same city where he was from. Young black females, saving grown men from white dudes beating on them, which later on turned to off-duty cops. This man put his life on the line. He knew his life was gonna be taken short. So this video, I'm just gonna be shedding light on him and just showing how a real man he was. So continue to rest up, Pac. I got you. I'm gonna continue to keep dropping knowledge and keep dropping videos of you on my channel. Rest in peace. Before it was Thug Life, Tupac had a movement, the New African Panthers, which he was the chairman, that started in the 80s. Tupac was involved with the New African Panthers, a youth group that evolved from the New African People's Organization, serving as its national chairman at age 18. He used his platform to educate young people about their history and advocate for community control and against police brutality. His involvement with the group, which was inspired by the original Black Panther Party, a natural progression of his political consciousness, influenced by his parents' activism in the Black Panther Party. He already had the movement, but then when he started doing the music, he switched it to Thug Life. But Pop was something that you will never get today. He granted strangers and fans an amount of access that would be almost impossible in today's society. You see what I'm saying? Tupac was very rare. He called out people and name dropped when nobody had the balls to name drop people in the industry. And behind the scenes, he was chill until people snaked him. And if you can't relate to that and understand that, then you wouldn't understand how authentic Tupac was. It's crazy how mugs be saying Pop wasn't like that, but all that gangster stuff these niggas be talking, but they ain't hard enough to stand up to the police, so who really the fraud? You feel what I'm saying? What rapper celebrities you know is going to stop their vehicle to help another person getting jumped on? Name one. Exactly. Pop was so thorough. Wasn't nobody bumming like him. Nobody. Favorite rapper wasn't bumming like this. Dead or alive. From the 80s on up to this year, wasn't bumming like him. That man was so thorough. He helped another black man. And that black man ain't say thank you or none, just got up out of there. He caught a case shooting 2 off-duty police. He looked that man dead in his face. A real man. You a real man when you look a man into his eyes, into his soul. When nobody bumming like him. That's why everybody hate him to this day. Look at him. Look. Look at him coming to court. He ready. There go one on. There go the other one. The 2 off-duty police officers that was messing with the black man. Look at Tupac. You look a man dead in his eyes. You see no fear in Tupac's eyes. That's a real thorough man. Look at his eyes, staring him. Not even knowing whether he gonna beat this case or not. It is what it is. He was for his people, and he didn't even know they was police. So he risked his life regardless. And then on top of that, finding out that they was 2 off duties, then beat the case? Stop it. Nobody. Look at this man's face. That man was ready. Stand down. Pop was standing on business. And that incident with the BDs that happened to Yummy Sanfield, that was in Chicago. Pop not even from Chicago, and he still stood tall.
I went out there, they be looking out for me, but they be gang, so like the one set want me to be down with them, and the Blackstones want me to be with them, and GDs be with them, but yeah, I had to run in with them in Milwaukee, because that was when that little kid died, Yummy Sandifer. Yeah, I heard you sent a shout out to him. Yeah, I did a show that next day after they just killed that kid. Yeah. Because you heard what happened, right? Yeah, they executed him. Right, they executed him, and I was out there when I did the show. The gang was in the fucking audience. The whole gang had like bought out the stadium. Damn. So I'm rapping to the niggas that just killed this little kid. Oh. And they all screaming out thug life, and I felt bad. Like, wait a minute, they got it twisted. Yeah. So I started cursing them niggas out. Like, y'all niggas is cowards. Y'all niggas cowards. Y'all killed that kid. Y'all niggas is punks, man. I hate all you niggas. I hurt all you. Them niggas start throwing shit. We heard out in the stadium. Damn. It was tough, man. The whole gang tore up the whole neighborhood. But then I started getting letters from that area where all, like, the mothers, the girls was writing me, like, thank you for doing that, because everybody's scared these niggas. See, that's what I want to do. That's right. I want to, if these gang niggas ain't going to get straight, then I want to take them out the gang. That's real. Because if they don't, it's making trouble on us. Yeah, because
not only that, Tupac brought national attention to the murder of Latasha Harlins that got shot at the liquor store from that Chinese lady because she thought she was stealing. Y'all can't tell me Pac wasn't standing on business. At the end of the day, whatever you is, whatever you claim, you a man at the end of the day, and that's who Tupac was. No matter what set you was, what block you from, at the end of the day, you a man. And Tupac confronted anybody he had an issue or problem with. I'm not saying Tupac was the toughest man and could beat anybody. No, when you got heart, you got heart. Regardless how big, how tall, if you don't got heart, then you don't stand for nothing. It gotta be in you, period. Whether you lose or not. Tupac is the definition of real is real. He was a real friend. He even stood up for Tretch when Tretch had a problem with the Rolling 60s. Him and Pac had an altercation with them, man to man, throwing down. And on top of that, going forward, Tupac had a meeting with the Rolling 60s to have them pipe down on Tretch. He even helped one of the members from Wu-Tang. They got their chain snatched at 6'6" Deuce. The man Pac went to talk to the dudes that took the chain. It's not rocket science.
if Biggie was out here on the West Coast, he was in the studio with me and we homeboys, and he got shot,
No, I wouldn't tell him who did it, but I wouldn't go ride on niggas who did it, but he would want to know who did it. Then I'd be like, look, man, these niggas from Watts did it. This is why they want to talk to you. When. That's how I do it. Just like when the niggas from the 60s wanted to get a trench. Nobody couldn't give me no information. Just study that. Study how when Wu-Tang got their chain snatched at 6'6" Dukes, I not only found who did it, but gave them the message that if they want to see the niggas that did it, they can see them.
When Tupac beat up the Hughes brothers, and Allen Hughes saying Tupac wouldn't know nothing, he really could have beat Tupac up if he wanted, all type of stuff. But at the end of the day, this was in 1993. That man sued him, and he was found guilty of assault and battery way before death row. Y'all keep forgetting that. I don't know why y'all, that's why I gotta put this out, because Tupac is no longer here. He can't explain himself. So I'm putting all this information so the people in the back can understand why the way he was. He explained it in many interviews. Allen Hughes, there's charges on him on that fight because he couldn't be a man and tell Tupac for the character he was supposed to be playing, the Muslim cat. All Tupac wanted to put in the movie, why did he become Muslim? Why is he just playing a Muslim and he's still hanging around with his friends that's still active in the streets? The Hughes brothers didn't understand at that time, and it's crazy. Tupac green-lighted that movie because they needed a rap star to open that and asked Tupac to do it, and he agreed. And they couldn't even do that for him, which is crazy. It's right here, man. Shakur is found guilty of the 1993 assault.
Tell me why you did what you did. You know. Hey, you'll have a chance to come here and rebuttal. No, they won't. They better come now. Check this out. They fired me, but did it in a roundabout, punk, snitch way. So I caught them on the streets and beat they behind. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I was the niggas to the East, brother. And it ain't over. I still got more than chunk.
And this is way before Death Row era. Tupac been like that since day one. And then you got people like Candace Owens and etc. will bring up his old videos when he was a teenager, when he had a pure heart. Like, all of us ain't had a pure heart when we came out of wombs. We are part of our environment. When we don't have a father figure, a male structure, we start getting attention from the streets and learning from the streets. Until we learn from our failures, learning lessons, that's when we try to do good. But y'all keep forgetting that Tupac was going through a lot of things. So of course, he started getting more harsh. You getting lied on, accused of sexual assault, getting robbed, getting shot at, your friends turning their back on you, people sneak dissing. Y'all gotta put all of that once. So you telling me you're gonna be the same person going to jail for something you didn't do? You're not gonna be the same. And then when you get older, you go through things. And I don't understand why people don't understand life. So all that was going on at the young age of Tupac, that's why he was like that. That's why he was the way he was. It's in black and white. He got interviews of him explaining himself, why is he like that? Jail made him worse. All type of stuff at that young age. So y'all gotta understand, you're not gonna be the same person. He was an icon, a legend. This man went on a prom, and I wouldn't say she was a fan. I think she was one of his homies' daughters or something like that. It was something similar to that. Like, somebody he know daughter wanted to go to prom. Something happened with her date or something, and Tupac, the realest, authentic man that he was, stopped what he was doing and pulled up, got her paid for her dress, got him a suit, and rented out a limo, and they both walked her to the prom. Like, who bumming like that? What rappers is doing that? Tell me, was Biggie doing that? Was Snoop doing that? Come on, man. Was Nas doing that? Busta Rhymes? Nobody was bumming like Tupac. Unfortunately, he couldn't stay that long with her, but he still showed up and promised to take her to the prom, and he did. Read in the comments, I want to say that was Kato's niece. And like I said, he didn't even have enough time, but he still pulled up and danced and took some pictures with her. He had so much going on his schedule, he had to leave. But Man, you can't tell me that man wasn't real, man. You can't.